So before I present my grandpa with this book, I'd like to share with you what this did for my family. It gave my grandpa an opportunity to talk about stories he'd never said before, remember parts about the war, and just share all the stories we had with all our family members, and it was such a great opportunity. So I'm going to read a little bit about my grandpa, Armando Carrillo, and you can stand up here if you want, just stay sitting down. So if it's okay with you guys, I'd like to read just a couple paragraphs from his story. Is that all right? Yeah. Okay. 18-year-old Armando Carrillo started his adventure with $5 in his pocket. Born in El Paso, Texas in 1951, Armando Carrillo was raised in the small town of Clifton, Arizona. His father, a World War II Navy veteran, was killed in a car accident when Armando was just 2 years old. His mother remarried, and Armando ended up being the eldest of 4 children, with one little brother and 2 little sisters. They grew up in a small home in a very small and well-interconnected town. Armando spent his time with his friends playing in the river. One of his favorite games to play was actually armies. As he was growing up, he heard news and stories of a war overseas. The Vietnam War started just 4 years after he was born, with American soldiers quietly in Vietnam in the 1950s. Hearing these stories and with the hope of being able to fight in the war, he hoped that it wouldn't end before he got to serve, and the older he grew, it seemed like the war might be over soon enough. But he did end up going into the military. And a lesson that Armando learned from the military was that we're not indestructible. He saw a lot of his friends pass away and realized that no one was indestructible. He went in with the mentality of making it home. People would say, well, how did you know he would make it home? He just knew. He knew he had to make it back home. Going in with a negative attitude could have gotten him killed. He came home with an appreciation for everything, for warm showers, and for his mom's homemade tortillas. After time from working in the mine, Armando found that empty tasks of retirement just weren't enough for him. So he decided to become a school bus driver, which is what he does now. And he also decided to become the constable for Greenlee County District 1. He was married to his wife, Roselyn Carrillo, for 50 years this last June. And he has 2 kids, Laura and Armando, and 4 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. He serves as an inspiration to his entire family, and his life is a testament to his values and perseverance. I'd like to read to you the last paragraph of the introduction. It says more than 58,000 Americans were killed during the Vietnam War. On paper, that's just a number. But in real life, they were friends, family, and the kids next door. Every one of them was expected back home. A death toll is not a number, but it's an account of how much the world has lost. They were the brothers and best friends of the veterans whose stories you hear. And the weight of war is heavy, but these are the brave people who fought and found courage amidst hopelessness. So we'd like to thank you so much for your service, Papa. And we'd like to give you these gifts. We have a shirt and a book for you on behalf of your service. Thank you.
I read once, the Vietnam vets were not welcomed home in a very nice way when they first came after so much fighting for our country. And so I heard that it means a lot to them. If you ever meet a veteran from Vietnam, to tell them welcome home. Can everybody tell Mr. Carrillo, welcome home on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome home!
Thank you.
Okay, remember that.